Episode of Cricket Captain 2018 with the South African men's national team at test level. We were going to get straight into today's episode. I'm sure if you saw the last episode, you will see that we were completely humiliated. We will not be talking about that score again. We'll be getting straight into this test, and as a result of the last test, we have made a lot of changes to the squad, which I've done off my recording offline, and you will see that we no longer have a captain called Faf du Plessis. The captain now is Quinton de Kock. He's been moved into the captaincy. I will be having Quinton de Kock at this moment in time be captain. Simply because he's the only one at this current point who probably deserves the captaincy. You could make an argument for Alga, but he has only recently come back into this side. So we will be going with a very inexperienced side. You will see we'll be giving debutants pretty much left, right and centre. We will be playing another keeper, Ryan Rickleton, who has an average of 47 and a high score of 202. I will be putting him above the Kock though, simply because he apparently opens for his county or his domestic side, but we will not be opening with him. The other debutants you see here, we have a new player called Jacques Snyman. He has an average of 46 in first class, and he has a high score of 209. He's a 26-year-old. I'm interested to see how he goes. We also have a all-rounder called Ruan de Swart. He will be getting a debut as well. He has a fantastic average for an all-rounder at 45, and he is only 23, and his bowling average is quite good as well for an all-rounder at 31. So they're the batting ins. We also have a new bowler we are giving an all-rounder, or a debut to, I should add. You see there, Lucas Ngidi is currently not playing. That is because I have removed him from the team. He has been absolutely terrible as of late. I don't have it here at the moment as we're going to get into the game, but his bowling average in the last 3 tests is like 60 or something. It's just for his standard. We're going to hope that he can get back into the first class scene or the one-day scene or whatever's on at the moment in South African cricket, and hope that he can rediscover some form. But as a result, sorry if I mispronounce his name, but Nangosmo McCanley or something, I don't know, I'll just call him by his first name, Nangosmo. He's a 28-year-old left-arm fast bowler. I was impressed that he had a bowling average of 25, and I think his first-class form for this year was very good at 21, as we see there. In the meantime, that will be the side we're going to run with, and as a result, just because he is an unknown Nangosmo, we are going to put, obviously, him at the bottom of the order because I'm unsure of his batting ability. As we look at the conditions, looks like it's going to be a really good day, or really good batting conditions for pretty much the first 3 days. And as a result, I probably expect to see the wicket deteriorate in the last 2 days. Again, the key here is to winning the toss. We hope that we can win the toss and bat. Again, our record at winning the toss has not been good at all. For some reason, Australia have decided to change a winning side. I mean, they did beat us by 300 runs. I don't know why you'd go and throw Ben Dunk, who's like 35, a debut. And Curtis Patterson, I don't understand. Why would you change a winning side? But as you see there, Tim Payne has actually dropped from the test side. Whether he's injured, he could be injured, but usually on that quick turnaround, it usually means they've been taken out of the test side. Ben Dunk is a very odd, because they're obviously going to play him as a keeper. Very odd decision why Alex Carey has not been selected. My only assumption is maybe Alex Carey's injured. But I mean, if we can bat first, we're a big chance to win. We're gonna go heads this time, and it's just unlucky, isn't it? We lose the toss and we have to bowl. I mean, there's not really much we can do, is there? We're obviously going to try and get Ben Dunk out first, who is on his first test. And I will be using Rabada as the enforcer against Ben Dunk, whereas Warner, we're going to have a lot more trouble getting out. So we will be playing more aggressive towards Ben Dunk. And if Ben Dunk wants to go the bash, let him, because I will be quite confident that we should be able to get him out at a given point. Meanwhile, David Warner is going to be a lot harder to get out than Ben Dunk. And as we down the aggression just a little bit, we see that pretty much we are going at a pace. But Warner is going to be the first wicket. He is stumped most likely, or is he caught behind? I think he's stumped, caught behind by the clock. And South Africa have Australia at 1 for 63. A brilliant bowling change to bring Maharaj into the bowling attack. As Sean Marsh comes into the lineup. Maharaj is going to get a second wicket in the session. Bowled. He's come in and he's done the job so far, as Australia are 2 for 67. As then Gosmo will end his spell there. We're going to keep bowling Maharaj at the other end, and I know he is going like 3 and over, but we're just going to continue with him. As Hawken comes into Sean Marsh, bowled him, Australia are 3 for 109. They still made 100 runs in the first session, but losing 3 wickets is not very good at all. And Hawken comes into Patterson, bowled him, and Australia are 4 for 115. We are bowling really well in this short period here, but it's important that we do keep up the effort and obviously try and get more wickets. As I have a look though at Australia, most of their batting lineup are back foot preferred players, so we can probably take that to our advantage a bit. As Rabada comes in and he gets the danger man sneaking up to 44. Australia are 5 for 150. And they get Maharaj back onto the bowling attack. And then we will get on Hawken, who has been bowling well, I must add. Australia are 195 for 5, with Stoinis not out on 37. As Maharaj, on the first over of the third session, gets Stoinis out for 41, and Australia are 6 for 196. Hawken to Travis Head, bowls him, 7 for 221. Maharaj to Mitchell Stark, he comes in, and it's caught by Deswat, and he needs to be rested. As Australia might we're going to try and make them not get 300, but they will probably get it. And again, they're leaking runs. I've got my field set to completely defensive. It's not like I'm not setting my bowling to full-on attack. And what is this partnership? Where has this come from? Really, you're going to give us a partnership where, no offence to Cummins and Lyon, but on a wicket where you're telling me Smith failed, he made 44. Warner failed, 34. Sean Marsh, who's played a lot of tests, failed at 18. You're telling me that your batsmen 8 and 9 are going to be making 50s plus? No. This is just cricket captain this is just rigged AI. You cannot tell me, after a bowling performance that good in the first 2 sessions, or first 3 sessions, we're conceding. Where is this coming from? Where? I mean, what does it matter now? They're going to make 400. All because of that one partnership. Where, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And I am getting a little bit annoyed here because where is this bowl? Like, what are you supposed to do? You know, you saw me, I changed the bowling, I changed where we were bowling to the batsman. And when you get to the tail enders, this shouldn't matter. Look at here. We had Australia at 5 for 150, 6 for 199, and 8 for 233. And you're telling me Australia are going to make another 97 and 96 runs? No way. In the last 2 wickets. That is complete bogus. Like, if someone can tell me what you can do to make it where you are getting consistently the tail enders out, because you look at that spell I had in that second session, we should have easily bowled them out. I mean, we had them 7 down for 200. They should not, in their right mind, should they be able to make nearly 200 runs on 2 wickets left. I mean, again, that has saved them the test. I cannot see how we can win the test now. As Van Dussen throws his wicket away, I don't know what he's doing. As Olga again, 78 balls. Like, how do you teach these guys to bat? Like, he is a defensive batsman. But what's he doing? As the SWAT goes out for 18 in his first test, we have 2 debutants at the crease, Jacques Snyman and Ryan Rickleton. Rickleton goes in the first over of his innings. He's out as we're 5 for 82. I don't know. De Kock goes out for 4. What are you meant to do? 6 for 90. Oh my God. 7 for 95. Again, another batting collapse. We need 100 runs to avoid the follow-on. Let's see if cricket captain's going to give us 100 runs with 2 wickets left. Probably not. I just can't believe that 8th wicket partnerships won Australia the test. Again, 67 runs we needed. Of course we're going to be asked to follow on. This has been a terrible performance. We still trail by 266 runs. If we can at least get a partnership going. Oh my God. Milan again capitulates. The number 1 batsman in the world should not be doing this. And I know he is young into his test career, but when you're putting up big scores in your first 6 tests, 7 tests, why are you struggling on consecutive occasions against Pakistan and now Australia? We need Olga. Olga needs to do something, because I'm at the point where I'm thinking to myself, why do I even bother with Dean Elgar? It's all good getting 30s and 40s, but if you're not turning them into 100s, what's the point of me playing you? And at the moment here, he's our most experienced player probably in the test team. I think he's probably played the most test matches. So pretty much Du Plessis, I think he's gone from the test team. I don't think he is going to be in line for a test recall unless he's making massive numbers in the domestic scene. But I mean, there's people probably watching thinking I'm being harsh on Du Plessis, but when you make 100, like 3 tests ago, and you come out in 2 series back to back, and you, as a captain, you completely fail, you have starts and everything, why should I play you? I mean, I'm at the point here where I don't know what to do with this team. I'm 8 episodes in. I knew there was going to be some bumps and around the in the first season, but when you get bowled out that badly in that first test, and even in this, we've completely been outplayed. From Australia's bowling perspective, they've outplayed us, but we should not have allowed that 8-wicket partnership to happen. But as I'm talking, I'm hoping Alga's going to make 100. They've taken the new ball. He probably won't make 100, and he does. Let's have a look here how many test hundreds he has. He has 13 test hundreds and 16 50s. For a opener, an average of 38 is quite good. But he needs to be doing more with that. I want to see more of a strike rate from his 50s to 100s. I need to see him get more big scores. Wow, we're going to actually get Australia to bat again. Not that it'll probably matter. As Maharaj goes out for 43, he hung around for 99 balls and he still couldn't do anything here. Alga's going to and Alga's out for 128. There's no point. We're not even going to set a total. We're going to have a lead of about 34. A lead of 31. I just don't get this at all. I really do not understand how we have capitulated in those last 2 test series, including this one. I mean, there's no point. There's no point going full aggressive because they'll get the runs in 2 overs. You have Warner and Dunk. They'll just go bash. I really don't know what to do with this side. And they get the win, and that's the test series win. Pat Cummins gets man of the match. All because he made 100. Or he made 89. We lost by 10 wickets, and that's pretty much over. We're going to drop in the world rankings, no doubt, after this series. I just don't know what to do with this side. I really don't know what to do. And we're going to finish last on the Test Championship because I'm assuming this is the last Test Championship game because Australia also have 5 of 6 played. We have 5 of 6, and I'm assuming Sri Lanka, West Indies is the last game. As somehow India capitulated and England are going to play Australia in the Test Championship. Now, the thing I have here is if it's India or if it's England, Australia, just before I end the episode, in a Test Championship, does that mean that the Ashes is on the line, or does that mean it's just Australia, England Test Championship? Because to me it seems like they might throw the Ashes on the line and have a 5 Test series in that Test Championship. But it doesn't matter. We're at the point where we're going to probably drop at least 2 rankings in the rankings. Let's just quickly have a look. No players to look at. Before we end the video, let's just review our current year. So this includes the first year or whatever year you're in, because the way cricket works is the first season will start like May-ish, maybe June, and then the season will end towards March, so the end of March. As you see here, our best batsman, ironically, is being Swainpool, who has only played 3 tests, but he made that 100, and he's a bowler, but his bowling average at 77 is not worth me playing him. Milan has been obviously our best batsman with 63 as an average. He scored 956 runs. He actually has a good strike rate. He has 4 100s and only 2 50s, so that is a fantastic strike rate from 50s to 100s. De Kock at 46. Du Plessis, again, people will say he's unlucky, but why would I play him when his last, his last 5 innings he failed? I mean, it's not like, and before the 112 and 56, he was failing before that. It's not like he was making runs. Alga has been okay. He did redeem himself when he made that 100 in that second innings. But again, I would like to see him get that average up. Hamza, I am hoping, has a bit of form. He might be looked for selection in the next game. Although I'm tempted to probably just run with the same squad, because if I make too many changes, we're going to just see a completely inconsistent team. So I might run the same squad for the second, the last test, because it is a dead rubber test. If we win the test, we win it, but there's no point. I mean, we're not going to go up in the world rankings, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. I'm not going to completely field a terrible side, but because it is a dead rubber, I will be probably making some changes that will probably look towards the future side, because, I mean, at the moment, the only old player who's actually been any good is probably Alga and Maharaj. I mean, I don't really consider the cock old. I think he's 28. He's just sort of middle age. But everyone else has just been very inconsistent. This guy here, though, he's been a freak. Look at these scores here in that Sri Lankan tour and then the Pakistan tour. I have given him the benefit of the doubt only because he's obviously been one of the best batsmen in the world currently. But I'm hoping we can see him get some runs in the final test. But unfortunately, that's it for today's episode. Another disappointing loss. I mean, it was expected. We were probably going to lose the series to Australia, but 2 really bad losses has just really deflated my confidence with this group moving forward. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed the content as of late, and if you do like the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys for the final test in the next few days. Have a good one. Megakaza1 out.